Welcome back to Mass Appeal. We're going to end the week with a healthy salad.
A healthy salad, yes. We're back with personal trainers, Brian and Tyler from Enfuse Fitness in Enfield, and we're making a healthy salad. You know, a lot of people are going to the Big E, and they're getting all the delicious food that they love. But when you go home for dinner,
amazing.
It's great.
It is. This is going to be the opposite of that. And when
well, there are healthy options, but when people go there, they tend to get the cream puffs and all the things that you want to indulge in around this time of year.
So this is what you eat when you're out there.
Right.
So what we have here is one of the things that we focus on all the time with our clients is quick meals. And we have this is the inspiration for the meal, is this little pepper right here.
Cubanelle pepper?
Yes. When we were thinking about what we were going to make today, I was like, you take something and make something off of it. So we started with this pepper, and then I went to the store and figured out what was fresh, what was good. We have some cucumbers here from our farm share. We have some heirloom tomatoes. Typically, you'd use like cherry tomatoes in this, but these look,
oh, they look amazing.
They look fantastic, yeah. So what we have here is pre-cooked chicken thighs. I just throw those in the oven at 400, let them brown up, crisp up, and then throw them in the fridge.
You're big on chicken thighs. Do you like it more than any other part of the chicken?
I like the thighs better. They have a little more flavor. If you're really focused on your fat content, then you want to look at that. Rye, he goes back and forth. While he's doing that, let me throw some water in this dressing.
It depends on what you're trying to get out of it. A lot of times, if you're doing a post-workout meal, you want a leaner cut of meat. If you're going to do in lieu of a shake, then a higher carb concentration if you're going to do that. But
which one are the thighs? Are they higher?
Thighs are higher in fat.
Higher in fat, okay.
Yep.
But that's not necessarily
and there's usually a handful of nutrients that go along with it, too.
I get you.
So it really depends. Each person is different. It's individualized, but we do go back and forth. But traditionally, if it's just a standard meal, the thighs
are the way to go.
Yeah, the fattier cut of meat is a little bit better.
Okay, so here's what I have in here. This is a dressing that I made. It's got Turkish oregano, marjoram, celery salt, lemon peel.
Interesting.
And you just put a little water in there, rehydrate the herbs, okay? And now typically you would make this with like a white wine vinegar or a red wine vinegar. I'm a huge fan of this Bragg's apple cider vinegar.
It's good for you.
It's awesome, unfiltered. Ryan turned me onto this years ago. I use it for just about everything. So we're gonna throw about 2 tablespoons in there, okay?
That's a quick dressing.
So some water, oil, vinegar?
So water, oil, vinegar, we're ready to rock and roll. We'll set this aside. And then we're just gonna peel these cucumbers. And what else we're gonna do here is we're gonna add the artichokes. Artichokes are great if you can get them fresh. These are canned, and they offer a good amount of fiber. For that amount there's probably 8 to 10 grams of fiber there. And then we have fresh, or not fresh, but organic chopped garlic, roasted red pepper, onion, and here we have a lemon to finish it off with.
Now I might be asking a question.
That's actually a Myers lemon.
I was going to say
a little sweeter.
Orange.
Yeah, a little sweeter.
You're doing all this, and I think a big pitfall with salads is the fiber content, because if people eat a lot of salads all the time, they sometimes miss out on fiber. So artichokes are a great source of fiber in salads?
Yeah, typically, for a few ounces, you're going to get about 3 grams of fiber per serving. So in a regular can that you'd buy from the store, you're probably going to get about 8 to 9 grams of fiber with about 90 calories. So very low calorie, high in the fiber content.
So when people go on the salad kick, I think they forget about certain parts of their diet, like fiber.
Exactly.
Well, it also depends on the type of vegetables that you're using within your salad, because you can have a high fiber content in a salad.
Like a spinach or a dense leafy green.
Some people chop up broccoli and they put them in their salads. We see that a lot. So any one of the kale, any one of the leafier greens.
But you want to be aware of it.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to get away from
that is an important point that you made.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And what we're going to do is, after we get these tomatoes in here, we're going to finish it off with that. Now, you know that we've talked about dairy-free many times. That's actually sheep's milk feta. So that's not cow's milk. Your traditional feta is going to come from sheep's milk. Just when it comes to the United States, we tend to use dairy and cow's milk and everything. But your traditional feta that you're going to get from overseas is all going to be sheep's milk.
Now, why no dairy? Why do you, especially if people are trying to focus on losing weight and having this really go with their exercise routine?
To be honest with you, that's a complicated question you really can't answer in a single topic, and I don't want to do anyone any disservice by answering it briefly. So if there's another topic, another time you want to talk about that more in depth, we can.
Ooh.
But there's 2 sides
Someone
to this
just got another segment on the show.
And you've got sexy eyes, so.
That is kind of you. My mother thinks so. Well, she thinks I have nice eyes. So pretty eyes. It's getting out of hand really quick.
All right.
We're almost done here.
So that's, the feta doesn't come, it's not crumbled, it just comes in like a block?
Yep, you're just going to chop it right off. And then toss this in here. We gotta get our artichokes in there.
This is a good-looking salad.
Yeah,
it's coming along, right?
So those are canned. How did you prepare those right from the can? I've never ever.
Just rinse them to get a little, everything we like to keep low salt. So just rinse them off and get the additional sodium out of them, and then just throw
and then
those.
just chop them right up.
Yeah,
and throw
chop
them
them right in there.
Nice.
With a lot of canned things, you want to rinse, like the beans, they always say to rinse them off because there's all that extra sodium in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
absolutely. Anytime you have a chance, preferably don't get stuff out of cans.
Yeah.
I would prefer jars, but
Or frozen.
Frozen's good too. Frozen's good too. I mean, you can't ever beat fresh vegetables, obviously. But
If you had to rank them though, after fresh, what would you say for veggies? Would you go frozen or
frozen.
canned?
I would say frozen.
Frozen.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you add, so just for the sake of time, really it's just cutting everything up, throwing it into a bowl, then you have the lemon.
Yeah, we're just
Squeeze
gonna
some
put a little
lemon
fresh
juice
lemon in there.
And then you just take you just get the
You got a little lemon in your eye?
little lemon in my
How'd
eye.
that feel?
Actually, it was great.
Wouldn't be a
Was that
Friday.
refreshing?
Look,
Why don't we
right
let
now.
you grab a towel in the meantime?